Hey everyone, good morning. It is Thursday, April 30th. It's the 146th day of school. Tomorrow is May already, so we are just moving along. And if you notice, I'm wearing my green, and I'm actually wearing army green, but today for school spirit is wear green and don't be mean, which I know none of my students would ever be mean, especially to their baby brothers and sisters. So today is wear green and don't be mean day, okay? So make sure you put something green on, you take a picture, put it in Google Classroom so we all can see, okay? I'm gonna do the same today, okay? I should participate more, but I've been a little off with getting the right colors on the right day. But I do make sure that you guys at least have your colors on the right day. So we're going to jump right into our work. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Thursday already, so we are just about finished with another week of virtual learning, okay? So we're going to revisit our spelling words really quickly. We need to remember that they have final blends, so they have blends at the end of some of these words. Blends are sounds that we put together, but we do hear each individual sound, okay? Some of the words do have trigraphs, which are 3 letters that we put together, but we only hear one sound, okay? So that's the difference between the blends and the trigraphs. Then we also have some words that have the inflected S or ES ending, okay? So remember, we are going to have a little quiz on that on Friday, okay? But I'm sure you'll do fine because, as you have noticed, you have recently gotten your report cards. So now this Friday is beginning our first set of assessments for the fourth marking period, okay? So all of the work that you do in Google Classroom really counts as classwork. So that's your classwork and your participation grade, okay? Your classwork and your participation grade is going to come from everything you do in Google Classroom. By the end, I'll compile that and come up with a grade for your class and your participation, okay? Your assessments count as a separate grade. So all of your assessments count separately, okay? And then you also have a homework grade, which is why your spelling I consider part of your homework, okay? So that's kind of how your report card works. It's really made up of 3 different things. It's made up of homework, it's made up of assessments, and it's made up of classwork and participation. Participation is typically when you sit in class and you raise your hand. Since we're not in class, your participation counts when you are in Google Classroom. Okay, as many times as you signed in, as many times as you comment toward to other people, that's what participation is, okay? So we're going to get going on these spelling words. And I'm trying something different with my tripod here, so I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see the same that you normally would. If not, I'll have to go back to my other way. All right, I think you can see so far. All right, here we go. You see that? Good. All right, here's my ing. Our blend is actually ng at the end, but we have learned ing says ing. We say it every day. Ing, ring, ing. Then I'm going to put th in front, and there is thing, okay? I'm going to use the same ing, ing, but I'm going to put this 2-letter blend in front of it. It becomes sling. Like you would put a sling on your arm. If you hurt your arm, it kind of keeps it in place and stops it from moving. Now I'm using this same blend, but I'm going to change this end from ing, which says ing, to ink, which says ink. And again, that's another one that we say every single day. Ink, pink ink. So this is slink, okay? Then I'm going to go back to my digraph th, and I'm going to change it to think. So slink, think are rhyming words, okay? Remember, when we have that same ending sound, it represents a rhyming word. Now I'm going to change the medial sound, which is the middle sound, from an I to an A. So this is going to change from think to think. And now I'm going to use this ank again. Okay, so it still says ank, but now I'm going to change the beginning to spank. So these are rhyming words, thank and spank. Okay, now let's go to our TCH, which is our trigraph. TCH is 3 letters. We put it together, it makes one sound, which is ch, ch. And that says pitch. Now I want to change pitch to pitches. pitch es. We can hear that es. Remember, it ends with ch, so we add es. We can't just add an s. Now again, I'm going to use that trigraph at the end to make the word catch. Now I'm going to change catch to catches. Okay, and again, you can kind of hear that es at the end. Now I'm going to do another rhyming word. I'm going to do a rhyming word with catch. So the end is still going to be the same. I'm going to change the beginning from a C to an M, and that says match. Now let's change match to matches. Okay. Now here we have our word. Starts with C, but it has a soft C, which means it sounds like the letter S. So this is scent. Okay. And then I want to make it sense. So I add an S at the end. Okay. Then we have ONG, which says ong, and again, that's one of our sounds we say every morning. We say ONG, song, ong, okay? And then I put the L in front of it. It becomes long, okay? Good job. Now you're back facing me again. All right, now we're going to move right into our high frequency words, okay? New, K-N-E-W, new. Above, A-B-O-V-E, above. Blue, B-L-U-E, blue, and this is the color blue. Number, N-U-M-B-E-R, number. Push, P-U-S-H, push. Took, T-O-O-K, took. Sure, S-U-R-E, sure. And the last one is watch, W-A-T-C-H, watch. Now remember, for your high frequency words, I typically do not give you an assignment for your high frequency words. Your high frequency words are completely up to you. You can practice skywriting them, so that means put your finger in the air. If I want to write the word new, K-N-E-W, that's skywriting. You can practice that way. You can also practice with your finger on the floor, on the table, on the carpet, do the same thing. You can also get, if you have sand or salt or sugar or anything that's little grains at your house, put it in a tray, use your finger, and do that. And you can keep practicing your words that way, okay? Those are just some ideas because I'm not asking you for any assignment with them. That's just up to you to practice on your own, okay? All right, now let's jump into our assignment for today. Okay, now as usual, first you have your independent reading. So grab a book, go to Raz Kids, read a book, talk to someone about it, jot down your minutes. Independent reading is done. Okay, second thing is spelling. For spelling today, you have to write each word 3 times each, or you could use 5 of your words and create a paragraph. Completely up to you if you want to use 5 words and make a paragraph, or if you just want to write the words 3 times each. Up to you, okay? But you have to do something. You have to do spelling, and this is counting as your homework. So remember, we're starting a new cycle. So every time you do homework, I give you a check. By the end, I compile everything together to come up with a homework grade. So if you don't do it, your grade is going to be lower for homework on your report card, okay? For your third thing, you are going to your story, and you are reading this story. This is the second day we are reading this story called Yum Que Rico, America's Sproutings. So you read the story yesterday. You are rereading the story today. After you read the story yesterday, you did the turn and talk questions. Today, you're going to go to the next page, do the prompt and plan questions, okay? So make sure you're rereading the story, okay? Also, there's something in your prompt and plan, okay? They're talking about poems, but they're talking about a specific poem called a haiku, okay? So I actually did put a link to a video for you to watch on haiku poems. So please watch that, okay? It's a link that's going to show you about haiku poems, okay? Because that is part of your assignment, okay? So they're going to talk to you about syllables, and haiku is just a traditional form of Japanese poetry. Okay, it's a type of poem, and it's a form of a Japanese poetry. And a haiku poem usually consists of only 3 lines. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 lines. Okay, now in those 3 lines, the first line and the last line of a haiku have 5 syllables, and the middle has 7 syllables. Okay, and these poems typically do not rhyme. Okay, so in your assignment, I gave you an example of a haiku poem that will help you remember. Okay, so it's in there, so read it, watch the video, and do your best. This is not something that I expect you to master the first time writing a haiku poem, so just do your best. Okay, don't stress about it, do your best. It is 3 lines. Okay, so just try your best after you watch the video. Last thing you need to do is your journal writing. Okay, journal writing for today is, if I were president, I would blank. Okay, now I'm sure most of you have seen the president on the news lately, because he's on the news just about every single day talking about the coronavirus. So I want you to put yourself in his shoes, and I want you to answer the prompt, if I were president, I would blank. So you're going to fill in that blank. That is your opening. Then you're going to tell me the different things that you would do if you were president. Okay, now this paragraph does lend itself to using transition words, okay, because you're telling me what you would do if you were president, and then you can kind of order those steps. So you can tell me, first I would, next I would, then I would, finally I would. Okay, so you definitely use transition words for this paragraph, because this paragraph does lend itself to that. Okay, then at the end of your paragraph, you're going to have a closing. These are the things I would do if I were president. This is what I would do if I were president. Okay, so I want to see that in everyone's paragraph today. I want to see your opening, I want to see your reasons with transition words, and I want to see your closing. Okay, now quickly, I want to go over iReady and Lexia, because I told you yesterday that some people have not been getting on, and there were only 3 or 4 on Monday. Yesterday there were about 6 or 7, and today it looks like there are a little bit more, so I do want to shout those people out. Now, these are the people who have gotten on iReady so far. Now, remember, today is Thursday, so you've already had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now today is going to be your 4th day. You only have 1 day left, okay? So at this point, you should definitely be close to meeting your minutes, and some of you still don't have any minutes, okay? So we need to make sure that we are definitely getting on Core 5, because that's where we're lacking. So far for this is not Core 5, this is iReady. So far for iReady, I have Annalise with minutes, Isaiah with minutes, Jesus, Dariana, Vanessa, Giselle, Jadalise, Evan, Mia, and Kayla with minutes. So that is much better than it's been. That's about half of the class, but that still means that half of the class has not gotten on, and we definitely need to improve that. Okay, now for Core 5, let's see. For Core 5, I have Annalise, Isaiah, Dariana, Vanessa, Giselle, Jadalise, Evan, Mia, and Kayla who have minutes. So again, that's about half, okay, which is good. It's much better than it was, but it still means there are half of you who have not gotten on yet, okay? And we must improve that, okay? Remember, it's fun when you get on Lexia and iReady, okay? It allows you to stop, have brain breaks, play games, but it also is learning for you, okay? And it is teaching you. So please make sure that you do that, okay? That is about all I have for today. Don't forget to drop your picture into Google Classroom, and guys, please make sure you're signing on to our small groups. I had a small group today and I only had one person, and I want to see you all. That is my only time that I get to spend with you and seeing you on the computer. So please make sure you're signing on. I sent all of your parents a message today, just reminding them when your small group time is, in case you've forgotten, in case they have forgotten, okay? So you have all the information. So I want to see everyone in their small group next week, okay? So for now, I will see you again. Stay safe as always. Can't wait to see you and miss you guys very much, and talk to you soon.